There's always something that happens in this job. Always something. I didn't know that was physically possible, you know what I mean? For your eye to swell up due to stress. You can't park there, man. You can't park there. Sky, man. I think I've only had like 4 hours of sleep. This is not what I signed up for.
There's no trucks allowed through here.
If I'm the driver, so I'm checking where I'm going, okay? Wait, hold. Yo my people, welcome to another YouTube video. We are back, and today I thought I want to tell you guys a bit about myself, about where this all started really, because I feel like ever since I started this content thing, it's just been action, and you guys haven't really got to understand the whole backstory of where this all started. So, first things first, why did I even want to become a HGV driver? What made me want to join this crazy industry? And if you guys don't already know this, I used to be a delivery driver, delivering parcels for Amazon. And that job is literally one of the worst jobs I've ever done. It says where the customer...
No, I never put that on there. You listen, I went on there 2 days ago because I'm fucking sick and tired.
Why, you angry with me?
I'm angry, of course I'm angry.
Oh. So my younger brother, he had the same similar experience, and he decided to get his class 1. And I was thinking, you know what, if he can do it, I can do it. And he actually suggested for me to do my class 2 first, and I'll get into why he said that in a moment. But I was stubborn and I was like, nope, I'm getting my class 1 just like you did, because I like driving, but I don't like running around dashing parcels and getting into arguments with customers. And I thought that HGV was a chilling job where you just sit in a truck, cruise on the M25 and make a load of money. Now, this is why my brother told me not to get my class 1. And the reason being is, once you pass, there's no jobs out there. In my experience, there was no jobs out there. They're all saying minimum 1 year's experience, minimum 2 years experience. You're calling companies and they're asking how much experience have you got. And the reason why I thought that my brother was wrong is because I'm hearing in the news about this driver shortage problem. How they need drivers and they're desperate for drivers. And I'm thinking, yep, as soon as I pass, they're gonna be begging for me.
Growing numbers of under-30s are training as HGV drivers as the industry faces a huge shortage.
To the UK's worst shortage of basic goods since the 1970s.
Politicians have been talking a lot recently, haven't they, about the UK's shortage of those HGV drivers.
So why is there a shortage? Currently in the UK, there are 600,000 people with a HGV licence who are not using it.
Fewer things delivered, because 95% of everything we have in Britain comes on the back of a truck at some point.
And are equally as important to driving our economy forward as any university degree.
I didn't have a job for 3 months since passing my test. It felt like I'd wasted my money. Until I finally got a call from an agency. And the plan was I was going to be doing store delivery work in a rigid. I was so excited, finally getting an opportunity. The future seemed promising. However, when I arrived, one of the Class 1 drivers had decided to take my rigid, which left me no choice but to take the Arctic. Now, for those of you that don't know much about the industry, store deliveries is arguably one of the most difficult jobs. You're dealing with customers, illegally parked cars. If you park there, you're gonna block me from getting into the bay. I've been here for 1 hour because people have been blocking me in. Some of the bays are so small, some of you guys would struggle to get your cars in there. And not to mention, my first place would be central London. I was so scared that I called one of my brothers to come along with me, just to make sure I didn't cause too much chaos. And to be honest, apart from taking out a traffic light, taking 2 hours to reverse at each store, and nearly reversing into a wall. Stop, stop, stop. Yeah, you're gonna hit the wall. It's no wonder I was fired just after 5 days. A career in the industry seemed practically impossible. So that took us 26 minutes to do all of that loading. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put it on break for 15 minutes before I set off to my next destination, because it's getting quite hot today, so I'm pretty tired, pretty lethargic, so I'm just gonna take 15 to recuperate and then we'll continue. What is this car doing, mate? Mate, you can't do that. Come on. I need to turn down here. No worries, mate, no worries. Sometimes, you know, and the thing is, I understand it, you know, when you're a delivery driver, you're just in your own world. Now at this point, I genuinely thought my HGV journey was over. But to my surprise, the agency actually decided to keep me on. They respected the fact I took on something that tough as a new driver. And from that point on, things started to change. They began putting me on a mix of different jobs, and compared to store deliveries, it was a completely different world. Now, if I'm being honest, in my first year I worked for a lot of different agencies, and the reason behind it was simple. I wanted to gain as much experience as possible. I did so many jobs I hated. I worked for companies that would exploit you and max out your hours. This ain't life, man. Look, this ain't life, bro. This ain't life. This ain't life. I did jobs that affected my health so badly, I genuinely felt zombified. Sometimes I look back now and I think to myself, how did I even stay in this? But on the other side, I was able to earn more money than I would in any other job. I had a lot of support from drivers and gained a lot of knowledge. I also did jobs I absolutely loved. The places I'd get to see and the adrenaline I'd get in certain situations is just unmatched. Now, I'm not here to hype up the industry, but I'm not here to tear it down either. I'm just sharing my reality. Now, the reason why I started making trucking content wasn't for likes or views or wanting to become famous. As you guys can tell, I'm not your trucker that posts every single week with weekly vlogs or anything like that, because I only post content on my channel that I find valuable. And when I say this next part, I don't want you guys thinking that I'm throwing shade on anyone or I'm being negative or anything like that, because honestly, that is not my intention. But it just felt like when I was watching trucking content as a new driver, you know, you're looking for advice and you're looking for ways to improve your knowledge, etc, etc. I found it very helpful and I gained a lot of knowledge through watching trucking content. But what I didn't find is I didn't find anything relatable to what I was going through. You know, everyone seems pretty laid back and they know what they're doing, they're confident in their ability, and they're laughing, they're smiling, and I'm thinking, I mean, everyone's smiling. Where's my smile, man? Aww. I mean, why am I not smiling? Every day is stress for me. Every day I'm going through stress. I'm nervous. I'm not confident in my abilities. And I'm struggling with the industry. Now, this links me to my big announcement. The whole reason I started this channel was to help new drivers. So when I got the opportunity to work with a driving school as an ambassador alongside another YouTube trucker, HGV Meta, it just made sense. They offer proper support for new drivers, from theory prep to the training to even refresher courses if you've been out of work for a while like I was. They also do things like cashbacks if you pass first time and giveaways where your training can be fully covered.
Congratulations, you came out as the last name, so you've won it. Yes, you've won it.
Hello, I'm about to go to Bedford, Amazon. Did you want me to pick up an empty trailer to bring back to the yard? Or what's this? Okay, anyone in particular or? No. Anyone, yeah?
And you want empty one?
Yes, please.
On the pallets or on the floor? Please drop parking space 2, pick up parking space 1.
Okay, thank you. Guys, I've been trying to practice a new thing. I'm trying to reverse by just using my mirrors without sticking my head out the window. I don't know how you guys can reverse without sticking your head out the window, but I'm gonna give it a go, see how it goes. So right now I want to stick my head out the window, but I see a lot of truck drivers saying, oh, you're gonna get a sore neck if you keep doing that, use your mirrors. Righty, so here we go, guys. Here we go. So this is why I stick my head out the window. But hey, it's all learning, guys. Let me actually concentrate. I'm just playing around. Alright. How do you truck drivers reverse like this, man? Alright, straighten it up now. Put on the other side, and that will have to do it. Alright guys, we have reached the end of the video. I have given Ollie's unit a thorough clean, both inside and out. So let me know what you guys want to see on the channel. I know I need to put a tachograph video up, but I'll probably make that as a short because it's not that long to teach. But yeah, let me know what you guys want and I'll be sure to deliver it, my people. I'll see you guys on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, my people.